Hello and welcome to the Growth Funnel Journey Lead Magnet Guide. This guide will outline exactly what it takes to create a lead magnet that attracts new sales leads into your company, converts them into interested email subscribers, and gets them consuming all of its content so you can generate consistent, predictable, and highly qualified sales leads that can be converted into profitable sales. Sales lead generation is always a challenge for any business, and that's why your lead magnet is such a critical business asset. It needs to be taken very seriously, and it also needs 53 social media posts, 14 blogs, 25 emails, 2 very specific website pages, and even a supporting webinar. Yes, that's right, your lead magnet needs a webinar, but more on that later. So if you want your lead magnet to build trust, develop relationships, and prove that you are an authority within your chosen field of expertise, you are going to need all of that foundational content supporting it. Without having all of this foundational content supporting your lead magnet, you are simply asking too much from it. And that's why more and more business owners are starting to realize that their lead magnets are not converting anymore. The online digital world is changing at such a rapid pace. If you don't change your lead magnet strategy to keep up with all of these changes, you're simply going to be left behind. Hi, my name is Christian Fumick, and I'm the owner of Fresnel Evergreen, which is a digital sales and marketing agency that specializes in designing a custom-built lead magnet via our done-for-you service. We call ourselves a sales agency because we are very focused on generating sales, which means if you want your lead magnet generating sales and helping your business reach its full potential, you are going to need a different type of lead magnet that generates a consistent, predictable, and highly qualified flow of new sales leads that can be converted into profitable sales. As business owners, we all know that the easiest and the fastest way to get new or to win new clients is through word of mouth. And that's because referrals cost nothing, but you can't really rely on them as the only way to grow your business. We generate our own sales leads with this exact same lead magnet framework, and we build these same lead magnets for all of our clients, which means we fully appreciate and we understand the challenges that are involved when it comes to converting cold traffic, cold sales leads into profitable new ideal clients. There's nothing complicated about sales. It's a numbers game. It's a function of volume and conversion. The more sales leads that you generate, the greater your chances are of closing more sales. And without talking to more sales leads, you can't win new customers. And we all know that what happens when you stop winning new customers, your business grinds to a halt. We all know that, which means no matter what your business model is, you will always need to win new customers to grow and be successful, which is why we focus on 3 core elements that make all of this possible. In element 1, we focus on your digital marketing. That's where we make sure that your product or service fits into our signature lead magnet framework, and if it does, we create the structure that will attract your ideal clients. In element 2, we focus on your sales marketing and create your lead magnet content and all of its surrounding foundational content. Now, if you are a busy business owner, we know that you don't have the time to create the amount of foundational content that is required to dominate your chosen field of expertise. So rather than argue with that fact, we created a workaround. We simply do this by interviewing you and asking specific questions about your product or service, and then we record your answers and convert them into your content that is going to convert your email subscribers into qualified sales leads. And in element 3, your digital sales or marketing, this is where we use your answers from the interviews to populate your lead magnet, create its 53 social media posts, 14 blogs, 25 emails, 2 very special website pages, and of course your lead magnet and webinar. Then you are ready to launch a lead magnet that will help you stand out, get noticed, and start generating a consistent, predictable, and highly qualified flow of new sales leads that can be converted into profitable sales. Okay, so they are the 3 core elements that are going to make this possible. Let's jump into each one and find out how it's done. Starting with element 1, your digital marketing, this is all about focusing on your digital marketing strategy and planning the structure of your lead magnet that will attract customers into your business and convert them from casual visitors to exciting new email subscribers. Okay, so element 1 has 3 main areas that we work on. The first is your ideal client. After all, the whole objective of your lead magnet is to attract more ideal clients into your business. So we need to know exactly who they are. Your lead magnet highlights their priorities, addresses the problems that they're currently focused on, and delivers the solution that they're searching for. When a lead magnet attracts your ideal client, everything falls into place, and converting cold traffic into ideal buying clients really becomes so much easier. Next, we move on to your one thing. This represents your product or service and what your lead magnet will be focused on, which means your one thing messaging needs to use the same words your ideal clients would use when they think about their own pain state or problems. That is why it stands out and resonates with the solution that they're searching for. Your one thing is the essential element that makes everything fall into place. Even if your product or service is made up of many parts, when we create your lead magnet, you can only talk about one thing. Otherwise, you just risk diluting your core message and then blending in with all the other lead magnets and all the other digital marketing that's out there. Which brings us on to the last focal point, is mapping. You only have a few seconds to capture your ideal client's attention, and that means the very first sentence of your lead magnet needs to be written in such a way that it captures their attention. Your ideal client's attention needs to be captured immediately so they know that your lead magnet is going to be, or what it's all going to be about, and that if it's going to have the content in it that they've been searching for. We do this by showing them a physical map that shows exactly what steps are required to get from point A to point B, so your ideal client can see how your product or service is going to work for them. It always helps to give examples of what you will be doing for them so they can associate with it. And if you talk more on the theory side, your ideal clients are more likely to forget about what you're saying within just a few minutes. So now we move on to element 2, which is your sales marketing. This is where we create a lead magnet sales content that is highly accountable, data-driven, and focused on generating more efficient and profitable sales. To make this faster and easier, this is where we use our signature interview system that creates the content that's going to convert your sales leads into ideal buying clients. Within element 2, we have another 3 areas that we focus on. The first one is your interview. To make this faster and easier, we use a signature interview system that uses your answers to create the content that will help influence your sales leads' buying behaviors and convert them into ideal buying clients. This system helps us to 1, create faster content, 2, avoid making mistakes and wasting time, and 3, feel less stressed and overwhelmed when we start creating your 53 social media posts, 14 blogs, 2 website pages, 35 emails, your webinar, and of course your lead magnet. This allows us to provide a lead magnet that consistently delivers your content and builds trust. It also makes you credible because the more content you produce, the more search queries you start ranking for. So when they're ready, so when your sales leads are actually ready to purchase, they will be more inclined to purchase from you. Next, we move on to creating your lead magnet. Your lead magnet is the start of building a very special relationship. You have to work hard at building relationships. You need to put in a lot of time and a lot of effort into them. And if you stop putting effort into your relationships, well, we all know they start to break down. Which means if you want a relationship to work, you need to have to put in the effort. And the same goes for your lead magnet. It needs foundational content to support it. It needs social media posts to drive traffic to it. And it needs blogs to help it get found in Google searches. It needs emails to make sure that your sales leads keep consuming it. And it needs its own web pages to strengthen its features and benefits and deliver your call to actions. And it even needs a webinar to help increase conversions and build closer relationships with your sales leads. And that's why we do all of this for you. Which brings us on to the last part within element 2, your foundation. This is all about the foundational content that supports your lead magnet so you stand out and get noticed, which means your sales leads will consume its content and be converted into interested sales leads who will be more likely to contact you and purchase from you. We've discovered that a lead magnet really needs a lot of supporting content. It needs a foundation. It has to have emails so your sales leads keep returning back into consuming it. It needs help from your social media posts to get new sales leads finding it or existing sales leads back into consuming it. It needs help from your blog posts so they can be found with organic or paid traffic. And it needs to be hosted on a very special opt-in page or a very special lead magnet landing page. Which means once we've created all of this content for you, all of this foundation for you, that means that you can launch your lead magnet. You can start to feel confident that it will generate consistent, predictable, and highly qualified sales leads that can be converted into profitable sales. Then we're ready to move on to element 3, your digital sales and marketing. This is where we customize your lead magnet and launch. Your lead magnet will automate the conversions of interested email subscribers into a steady stream of new sales leads for you to contact and then convert into ideal clients. And element 3 has another set of 3 focus areas. The first one we focus on is your information. This is where we repurpose your information into specific pieces of foundational content. Now we call this foundational content because it supports your lead magnet and gives it the conversion strength it needs. And then we launch your 53 social media posts, 14 blogs, 35 emails, your opt-in page, and your specific lead magnet landing page. This is where we complete the customization of your lead magnet so you can launch. Your lead magnet will automate the conversions of your sales leads into ideal buying clients, helping you generate a consistent, predictable monthly revenue for your business. Which means we are now ready to move on to your transformation. Now that your lead magnet is attracting new sales leads who are consuming your information, you have earned the right to transform them into ideal buying clients. It's important to strike while the iron is hot. As soon as you start getting more and more sales leads consuming your lead magnet, it's time to educate your sales leads on the importance of jumping onto one of your webinars or getting on a phone call with you and just talking to you. Which brings us onto the last focus area within your entire map, and that is your conversations. Now that your lead magnet is attracting a steady flow of sales leads, it's the perfect opportunity to give them more of your personal time, your experience, and your knowledge. This is why it's critical to leverage your emails, your blog posts, and your social media campaigns. The most effective way of getting in front of all of your sales leads and ideal clients is through webinars. Webinars also make it easy for you to deliver your call to actions. You can also get your sales leads to purchase your product or service directly from these webinars. Or you can get them to book in a call with you so you can start generating more profitable sales. It's a simple function of scale, volume, and conversion. The more you leverage your time and get your product or service messaging in front of the right sales leads, the easier it becomes to convert those sales leads into ideal buying clients. So I encourage you to take your lead magnet very seriously. Okay, so that's it. I hope now that you can see we've taken a lead magnet that's incredibly complex and overwhelming, and we've simplified it into a process, a system of 3 simple elements that have an underpinned quantifiable return on investment. We want your lead magnet to make you money by giving you more value to your clients and automating it all so that it's scalable and provides you with a measurable return on your marketing budget. Each element may seem like a big chunk, but they're just a series of simple steps within a map that gets your ideal clients from point A to point B. The growth funnel journey is affordable, won't take long to implement because we're going to do it all for you. Puts a long-term business asset in place for your business that's a true selling machine, an automated asset that leverages a one-to-many model, and when you have that level of accountability, you know that your lead magnet is going to convert. Sales lead generation and online sales are always a challenge for any business. But having a growth funnel journey lead magnet system that's only focus is to generate your business profitable and predictable sales, that changes everything. Now, I have created you a series of short videos that goes into more detail on each of the sections and topics that I just briefly introduced to you. So if you feel that your business could benefit from generating more sales leads, or even if you have a lead magnet and it's not really attracting enough traffic or converting your subscribers into profitable sales, then this is a great series for you to watch and learn something new. All you have to do is click below and you can start watching this video series straight away. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye for now.